Obesity is not a real thing, folks, and it's not a risk factor for COVID. Anyone telling you different is lying. Fat stigma is still the most deadly thing for fat people. Yeah, because I'm sure you're a doctor and you've studied this heavily, and whatever you say is final. Okay. What's going on, Moderchodes? It's your boy Long Neil, back again with another new video, and in today's video we're going over the hot post from r/FatLogic. Let's get into it. Training, exercising, and keeping fit is not always about body dysmorphia or being fat phobic. For some of us, this is literally simply honoring our bodies, taking care of our health, mentally especially, as well as just because it's simply enjoyable. Relax. Let people be. Yeah, people don't understand that. They feel like their opinion needs to be heard and that people who are exercising are doing a bad thing because it's fat phobic to not be fat. Oh, that's so ridiculous, man. Seen a lot of people worrying about getting fat during the lockdown. As a fat person, let me reassure you, it's really not so bad. Except for having to deal with people talking about being fat as if it's the worst thing in the world. Oh yeah, it might not be bad for you, but you also might be used to it. And I'm sure there's plenty of things that you wish you could do that being fat is stopping you from. But you don't want to address those things, so you just block it out of your head and go, oh, it's the same as being skinny. But it's not. I think the reason thins spew hate at fat folks who love themselves and know how hot they are is because if thin supremacy is abolished or even threatened, they might have to get an actual personality. I don't like the way they use thins here. I feel like that might be a slur the same way obesity is. What about overweight dogs and cats that have a well-known linear risk of obesity-related diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, certain cancers, and joint problems? They don't suffer from weight stigma. Animals don't consciously experience weight stigma, but the weight stigma of their owners that causes them to put pets on diets can definitely play a role. Human data shows that weight cycling can explain all excess heart risk seen in high BMI people. Oh my god. This Christy Harrison lady is insane, man. She's popping up in every single one of these videos. And now she's just saying the most ridiculous stuff, dude. No, it's not delicious. Yes, I drink it for breakfast every day, 7 days a week anyway. Why? Because it's good for me. It keeps me full for hours, it gives me energy, and since most of the ingredients are non-perishable, and the ones that are perishable can be frozen so they last for a millennia, it's been a great quarantine recipe. It's my green smoothie, and it's one of literally thousands of posts on my blog, if you want something to scroll through today. Makes me really sad to see that you do riot experience joy from your food. I hope that when the time feels right, you fully heal your relationship with food and free yourself from diet culture. It is a beautiful experience, or even more, transformation towards true health. Sending you lots of love. Have to disagree. It's okay to see food as your fuel. Gulp it down. Show gratitude for your body by giving it what it needs and save room for the yummy stuff. Oh yeah, food is just fuel. But, you can treat yourself, but to look at food as a reward for yourself is how you get fat, because anytime you're sad or happy, you find yourself eating because you think it's a reward, and that builds an awful habit that balloons you up to 300, 400, or even 500 pounds. Having a swimwear line that only fits women size 2 to 10 is not representing women realistically, accepting our bodies as they are. Don't virtue signal the body positive movement unless you're going to come prepared. If you check out their site, all the models are normal looking women. None of them are photoshopped. They don't have implants like most swimwear websites. So I'd say they've done a pretty good job at representing realistic bodies. Realistic bodies aren't obese. The sizes say 2 to 14 on the website. They're not advertising a product for plus size women, which is normally 16 and above. They're also not claiming to. Oh, it's funny that we've just gotten so used to obesity that now skinny isn't a realistic body. You know, being in shape, it's not realistic anymore. If you're not obese, oh, it's just crazy, man. Cyclists are the worst. They legit will drop 7K between a bike and gear because they're afraid of looking like us. I don't feel bad about it because you can't run from your body forever. And I'm going to feel real effing vindicated when the fat catches up and they want to love their bodies again. Oh my God, everything is just so about you with this. Yeah, all cyclists just do it so that they don't get fat, just like you. I'm sure that's exactly what they thought when they went out and spent money on their hobby. Like, sure, it could have benefits of being healthy and keeping you in shape, but it could also just be something they enjoy to kill time or free their head. But no, you don't see it like that. They're just being fat phobic when they go cycling. I know someone who follows some absurd, restrictive, anti-inflammatory diet that they swear saved my life. And I'm like, let me explain to you placebo effect, perception bias, and how that is BS. They don't want to hear it. Shrug. They want to live their life without the foods they once enjoyed. That's their choice. I just don't want to hear them whine about, I can't eat that, when they certainly can, but choose not to. Sorry to rant. Yeah, some people have different dieting strategies, and they know that if they eat just a little bit of, let's say donuts or just carbs in general, that something will flip in them and they'll get triggered to eat more. So they just choose not to eat it. Sure, in theory, they could eat those foods and still be healthy, but that's just not going to work for them because they're addicted to it. So they remove it altogether. I mean, you're not going to tell a heroin addict that just got off, well, just take a little hit, bud. I'm sure you'll be fine with it. And that's the same logic they're applying, so I can't necessarily blame them for it. Actually, 1,300 calories per day is totally enough. No, a systematic review of research using the doubly labeled water method to assess people's energy needs revealed that healthy adults over age 25 need between 25 and 3,000 calories per day on average. People under the age of 25 need about 500 calories more per day than their adult counterparts. People who are bigger than average, including fat people, also need more energy than average to thrive, as do people who are very physically active. Yeah, this could be true, and I don't get your point. So people can eat more and still diet? Is that your point? It's actually easier to diet than you think it is. That's all I'm getting from this. No more excuses about you can't eat enough food. If you can diet on 2,000, 2,500 calories, that's plenty of food. Higher risk from this pandemic. Those who are overweight really need to be careful. France's chief epidemiologist declared last week, that is why we're worried about our friends in America. Oh, we got roasted by France. Love it. In recent weeks, many news outlets and a few scientific journals have sent this same frightening message. A study posted on a preprint server last weekend by researchers at New York University provided fodder for the latest round of this reporting. Obesity appears to be one of the biggest risk factors related to COVID-19 hospitalizations and critical illness, Newsweek claimed on Tuesday. Yet, this rhetoric is based on flawed and limited evidence, which only exacerbates the stigma that larger-bodied people already face in society and our healthcare system. That stigma is what truly jeopardizes their health, not weight itself, a fact that's only more important to consider in the midst of this pandemic. Oh, no, you're totally wrong, but you can just discredit every single study out there that says being fat is not healthy and it takes a toll on your immune system and your heart and your joints and lots of other things. But nah, everything about that is completely wrong. You're right. I'll just believe you. Your obituary won't read, she has defined abs, 20K Instagram followers, and X% body fat. It will talk about your relationships, your passions, your accomplishments, and the impact that you made. All right, so they have 20,000 relationships on Instagram. They are passionate about exercise. They've accomplished a six-pack, something that most people won't do. And given that they have 20,000 followers, they've influenced other people to get active and do the same thing they're doing. So, though it might not read that exactly, they did all of those things. Alright, Modern Chodes, that's it for the hot post from r/FatLogic. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, and share this video with your friends. Till next time, peace.